Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today, and thank you for joining me in 6x6 week. This is 7 days of video projects that are exclusively using our 6x6 DSP packs. And today I've got my pinch close box. Now this is one that I did at Christmas last year as part of my Pootles Advent Countdown, which is coming again this year. Watch out in September, it's starting then. But I did a very small version of it, and then I did a very big version, and now this is the 6x6 version, and this is a great one for putting little goodies in. It's not sealed at either end. You can, if you wish, seal it permanently there, and you could seal it permanently there, but you would risk shredding it, or your recipient would risk shredding it. So we're not going to do that. We're going to have it open. So let me move that out of the way. You need a piece of cardstock, or paper rather, that is 6x6 inches. If you're doing a metric version, trim yours down by a hair of a millimetre-ish to 15x15. It just makes life easier. Okay, so on the first side, we're going to score it at 3/4 of an inch, 2 3/4 of an inch. I've lost the 3/4 mark. 2 3/4, 3.5, and 5.5. Which in metric, and this is why you trim it down to 15x15, is 2, 7, 9 and 14. Then turn it round and score it at 1/2 inch, 1 1/4, 4 3/4 and 5.5. And again in metric, 1, 3, 12 and 14. Easy. See, I'm so good to you, you metric folk. Honestly, it would just be really complicated if you were doing it. If you left it at the full size, you'd hate me. Okay, fold the score lines. Oh, I forgot to say, this one's Cherry on Top Designer Series paper, and I'm now working with Go Wild. And I haven't yet decided, despite working with these repeatedly, and there are 14 different versions of there's 14 projects in total. 7 projects, each done twice. So I've used all of them lots. I still can't decide which is my favourite. I really don't know. I think they all lend themselves to something. I mean, the Cherry on Top is very much the brights and great for kids and what have you. Whereas the Go Wild, good for men actually, really good for guys. Yeah, couldn't decide. Okay. So I have folded this now. I folded all of my score lines, and you will see, I don't know how well you're going to see, you've got a mirror image of the top and the bottom. So you've got small skinny, wide skinny, big bit in the middle, small, small skinny, small skinny. So this is this way round. When you look at it from left to right, you've got a wide, well, you've got a skinny, a wide, skinny, wide, narrower, skinny, just very slightly. That is the bit that you're going to put your adhesive down. So I've handily put all of mine away, so let me grab it out. Here we go. This is the tear and tape, tearable tape. I don't remember what it's called. That's rubbish. I'm a terrible demonstrator. Can't remember the name of it. Okay. So all the way from the bottom to the top, and then fold over to stick. And that really is kind of it. That's all the adhesive you need. These parts here, we're going to pinch it to make here. So push at the top, and it will instinctively do that. Okay, let me show you that again on the other side. Push just at the very, very top. And again, it will instinctively do that. So that's it really. Punch a couple of holes, which I handily forgot to get the hole punch out. Here we go. And I'm going to punch just into this part here, so I'm eyeball aiming for the middle. Okay, this is the 1/8 of an inch handheld punch. Love it. Perfect. Whoops, perfect for our ribbons. And then this time round, because I had pool party, I'm going with Whisper White, and you'll find out in a minute why. So that's the back, so I'm going to go in through the front first. Up the back. And push it through. and just lay it over. My little boys, I think you all know that I've got 4 little boys, and one big boy, the husband. They love to have treats and bits and goodies and stuff, and you know, although I work in very girly colours, I like to be able to see if I can make boyish versions. So my original sample with its flowers, I'm recreating into a boy version-ish. Okay, let's trim off that bit. Oh, I forgot to get all my scissors out today. Okay, so I used Cottage Greetings with this, with my original one. This time I'm using Endless Thanks, because I kind of like to say thank you to my boys. I say thank you for being helpful, thank you for emptying the dishwasher, thank you for all sorts of stuff. So that's why I'm choosing this one here from Endless Thanks. Love it. So I have got a piece of Whisper Wine. I've got Bermuda Bay this time. And I've taken the same stamp, the same punch rather, the label bracket punch, exactly the same one, fits round nicely. And then I've got the sequin trim, so I'm just going to hack off a bit of that. And I've got an end here where the sequins have started to come off. Just trim that away. And I'm just going to stick that to the bottom. And I'm going to staple it. My little handy stapler here. Oh, I stapled it and it came off. Oh, that was not meant to happen. Okay, I'm going to staple it on the front and then I can see what I'm doing. There we go, stapled on. I'm just going to attach it there and then I can add the other bits and pieces that I've got. So, a couple of dimensionals. Onto there. So it's still kind of looking a little bit boyish. I've got some silver glimmer paper. I usually use Dazzling Diamonds. I'm a bit of a fan of that, you know that. But I've got the Star Punch from Itty Bitty Accents. So I'm going to have 3 of those. And then I'm going to get my mini glue dots and ball them up a little bit. And the way to do that, if you haven't seen me do it before, let me see if I can put this onto autofocus and hopefully you can see. Okay, I'm trying to put my hands to focus on the background. So you fold it in half and then you kind of wiggle it and you make a ball of glue. And that will give your little star some dimension, apparently when you stick it to your fingernail. So let's cover up that staple. And I'll do the same again, hopefully you can see. Fold it over. And again, and it gives us this ball of dimension. Fabulous. My little boys are stars. As you know, I went away on the incentive trip recently and the boys stayed with my parents, but actually they stayed in pairs, apart from anything, because 4 is quite a lot to look after when you're not used to it. But it was just easier because of some catching school buses, some not, and what have you. And my eldest son was staying with my mum and my youngest son, and apparently he was a superstar and did jobs with her every day. Might have possibly stopped now, but he did do jobs, so he's a little star. So those are my little thank you pinch pouches, 6x6. What do you think? I hope you like them. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. A few more still to come. Hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.